Mame fana say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there osia dem yopo.
This woman, that was when John Dramani Mahama was in power, 2014, 15, 16. That was her prayer. That is Aglo. Her name is Madam Afenyi-Dadzie. Today, she has been interviewed about the current situation in Ghana. This was the woman who was praying about bad leadership and how people are supposed to be punished, how people basically did not respect the constitution, did not respect we Ghanaians, how they as Christians were trying to make sure that God brings somebody who is intelligent, somebody who can basically manage this country well. Today, we've all been in Ghana for the past 7, almost 8 years, 6 months more. This woman was asked how she's seeing this government, how she's seeing the Akufo-Addo government she campaigned for, how she's seeing the Bawumia government that she prayed for. Her response has been very, very straightforward and very, very hypocritical, as we've always said. Makache Ghana for say what we do here is basically like prophecy. In some Ayakache for the past 7 years, 8 years, it is coming to pass. The reason now, and I'm for doing say a tiny baby, you know, in the say people just want to hide behind religion, tribe, political parties, or politics to do Ghana damage. And that is what we have been preaching against. In this way, study platforms like these and people who speak on this platform. I'm talking about Loud Silence TV and in my other colleagues in Koto Mone, Free Mind Mone, Piero Mone, other Ransford Cable Achimo, Bobi Ansa, the other shows that normally stream on this platform. Now we have been consistent in how people deliberately through so many ways, be a religion, and this woman has been a pivotal person when it comes to using religion to lie to Ghanaians. I'm not here to lambast anybody, but I'm here to tell you the truth. I'm here to let you know that there are some people who now are living amongst us in Isanka. They are not supposed to live with us. But you see, democracy gives way for these things. Democracy is one thing. Say, when you're prepared to practice, you're not supposed to even entertain. And because of democracy, that is why we have people like this woman, Afenyi-Dadzie, in Ghana today, still talking, still parading, still carrying herself as a noble woman, trying to carry herself like a noble woman, trying to or pretending to be an honest woman. This woman was born in 1957, meaning she was born when Ghana had independence. She's not a kid. She has seen bad and good governance. She has seen evil. She has seen good. So she should be able to tell us where we are today, whether things are wrong or things are bad. Now, when they get to this point where they deliberately decide to use religion to protect and defend criminals, then they themselves, they become enemies of the people, or they become enemy of the state, because people like these don't care, because all that they are focused on is that these people in power basically will give them what they want and their relatives. And we have been telling the young people of Ghana for a very long time, in fact, to say ebimo. But one thing that we know is that when we see a criminal, when we see a liar, when we see a hypocrite, when we see somebody who is dangerous, we see it, because we are all humans. And Nipa, as human beings, a being change. These are the kind of people we are living with as adults, as grown-ups, as in Penifua. We have to wait and basically walk in their footsteps, take clues from what they say and what they do. Listen and watch their actions before young people like us also move on to protect this nation and to basically speak truth to protect this nation. Now, upon the CNA be seen there and empire would ye korabasa. Mami we bompaye e catch the Ghana for nyina se na NDC aban no e ya aban bia. And let me be clear here. Aglo, at the end of the day, ye mami no bi no Omoko Aglo with a genuine heart, very clean, genuine heart. Prayerful. They always wanted to pray for their kids. They wanted to pray for Ghana. They always wanted to pray for the good of this nation. So, men jinaha and can't say Aglo as an entity, and I am a no woman, Sebio, Omu Nipa Bonifo, and they don't know what they are doing. What I can tell you for a fact, and I say, This woman and some group of women, they used our mothers, our aunties, our sisters. They used them to become who they are today. They used religion to lie to Yama Amenom. They fooled them with the word of God. And when I say they fooled them with the word of God, what they did with the word of God then and now, and they are still doing, and they say, they always make our mothers and sisters believe, say, omono omo some inshirasrum kumbi, omono omutie onyankopon, omono omo better than eye omo. So all along they say, yama amenom ye aunties nani omu share bompaya. They elevate themselves to a point, yama amenom na who are more holier. Who are genuinely praying for the betterment of their children and this nation. No? These people technically brainwash them to elevate themselves in front of them. They see these kind of women as some extraordinary honest women. But the seriousness of the whole thing is that some are winning likes to be more aglomono. They have taken advantage of Yama. They have duped them millions of cities. They have used them to do politics. And they be they followed their lies and their pretense. They are rather suffering today. And over Ghana and ma Yama no more glue no are not almost support to Mami Wemo agenda against an NDC regime, against John Mahama, against anybody who rose up those times to speak the truth. Yama amenum and the omo more in Ghana. So why is it say omo bompaye omo awemu edi omonim se omo bompaye enyi edien eye ahokyere ene ohaw free so today omo di sankofo we echi they are the ones suffering. Then it meant say these people were playing on their conscience. These people were using them. They hid behind religion, Bible, to dupe our mothers and sisters. So I see this woman as a criminal. I see her as a cheat, as a hypocrite. I spit on people like this because they hide behind the name of God to, at the end of the day, destroy lives. So when you see such things, walk in churches, work at events, parading themselves as people of God. These are people who are not supposed to see light. They are not supposed to be with us. They are supposed to be banished. And so many people are against the Old Testament. The reason why so many people are against the Old Testament, I'm talking about we new Christians, is because in the Old Testament, ingrates like these will be struck dead. Because you cannot use the name of God to do what? To abuse and lie to a fellow man who wants to get closer to God. And people like this, catch us a democracy and the new kind of religion that we are practicing, has given them the room to capitalize on people's and feast. And they feast on the ignorance of our mothers and sisters. And they say, how do you see Ghana today? For the past 7 years, Akufo-Addo came into office. Nipa blood, Nipa. The economy, Akufo-Addo be inherited here, and the wabo besiacha abainbia. We are here. The level of disrespect. How today we are using the judiciary against ordinary Ghanaians. How today women are being thrown out of hospitals and being murdered by our health sector. We are talking about how our vegetation as a nation, it has been brought to its knee, down to its knees due to the galamsey Abaiwe Akufo-Addo in the Busian 4 year. We are in a country where people are really struggling. Every single thing Akufo-Addo said from 2016, including Baumia, none of these things have been accomplished. But this woman was asked, you are a woman, you are an old lady, you've gotten to your menopause stage, you will die very soon. Tell us the truth. What is happening? How do you see what is going on? Is it good? Is it going to help this nation? Is it something that God is pleased with? Reaction here. Or see, we are faced with economic challenges. We are faced with doomsday. We appreciate the fact that we have water shortages. But because of God's mercies daily, we are not consumed. Or see, and the Abusan say, Mammy can church with my son Makumenim. Yabusan say, and the Yomana cost no one say, oh, so, and then the Dumso, and then the Insokra ma, enda me no woka sei eye Ghana na yete no kyese nyome mu aye din sikasema sei adwerega eye economy na ba omiamo be fa no omobubu no nanso onyankopon wo ho die osi onyankopon wo ho yi. This was the same woman in 2014-15 using the same God to destroy a government. This same woman is using the same God to defend a government. So now you see what our problem is. Your problem ni nyina na de bia last not make comparison between the Quran and the Bible. Christians today, they hide behind the Bible to commit sin, and they use the same Bible to clean themselves. That is how dangerous our Christianity, the religion, has become. Or see, in Sioma, Sikasama say, Ekufuado corruption, chrono, and the dollar was 16, Abraham found 3. Or see, in Sokra Nipa Benubino, Nanso, Onyame wo honkwan de, Debiano, Sebio, Yatinquim, Okon and say, we are not consumed. Or say, though cost of living has skyrocketed by God's grace, or see, emum, nyome moya ding, ema manfo ejume gu, amanfo bre, chrono, katashe, proye, ye boni patuo, Ekufuado mbuni paba omia kromfo, sa nyobani nyina ye hu garam say, ameneye, or say, we are not, or say, we are still, no, okay, was say, though cost of living has skyrocketed by God's grace, or say nyamia dumti upon the esri nyina o, or say nyamia dumti, or say e krona say wo jitum ya body patuo ye wie sika amanfo bre awofo bre o se obi ani etutu aka nsem no so nanso onyankopon adumnti and the amanfo ye wedding ye wisa amanfo ye wedding omo ye abrofo wedding eye bibifo wedding and the wedding akese outdoor ye to nkwara din nti eden a eye wo nipa bibini we mu no e two bullets pe e be solve problems no o se Kevin Timo den pati o se die asiri nyina e dangerous time na mahama woso no o se na se time mahama woso no na enye na nyoma enye ende nyoma na enye kura mo na nso onyame wo hoi ende ye wedding ende kwa adoring ende ye to nkwara din enti eye won we wa bottom we or your chain. The age does not make any sense. The age, it does not affect anything here. You Jimmy na we Jimmy, or you're selfish. This woman started her career. Let me show you. These are the fools that we parade in Ghana. So we did the page in them. Jimmy. Now no se kind and one about Jack Chan in there. She or starting na brabo. She started as a journalist. And Osabe a sofo. And they wouldn't say, and they also a lawyer and they Kufuado. We call law school. We did on a woman the same year, 1957. Yeah. Menoka say Kufuado ba power also acquire law. Now law no be defend wine. We acquire law to be defend ya akromfo. These are the dangerous or a man or a woman of God. Also already o preachy. De nyamesem ema also bia di kane. We acquire law or the Bible protect the akromfo. These are not people who are supposed to live with us. Ya catch them na mubuofu. But ankofo we omwe Jimmy age no it me see. I must say Kevin tell the yatem me obia oye papa oka no kre manu ntia ne da. Or starting a life as a journalist. And okoda ne sofo. Obeye a member, she's a member of the COVID-19 Trust Fund Board. COVID-19 zika eba no na sa be ifo we otesubi. COVID-19 zika na ehye na yehwehwe ya yehu no na be ifo we na otesubi. Be ifo na COVID-19 zika no dibio. Also wa edin onka ho asem. And ye busa ne se de na ekoso so onyame adom nko ade yete hankwan mu de a yetoto nkwara de a ye wedding na ye bo ayefro nyom nko ade bibia ye we two bullets. Omunye ni papa. We mu no mama ba omiamo say Ghana because we were expecting these people near against some nyansa we mu Jimmy is selfish. Empire no mo nyina time Mahama power no it was empire to claim Mahama for them to come and put their family members and get money we ultimate bodogi sasabra and say ma we onye ni papa bia yes Ghana si we na obekasama we mu na say Ghana and what hurts me deɛ me ya ɛwɔ mu nyina ne sɛ yɛ maamenom ɛna maamefo we eyusu omo. It hurts me because in the name of Aglo no your maamefo bi omo join Aglo a omo tua tax Aglo sa ebe sinde capital krom we omo ni bi ɛna sambrewa we omo tinkran omo use ya maamenom kwasiafo we okoka ezu muade okoka ezu kwasia oh we dey panyini we dey panyina tam yesu muade enkwasiafo we mpanifo owu panyina wo owu panyina na adwene mu da hɔ a ɔyɛ nyansafo a wo hu we mu na problem no Ghana your problem ni nyina ewe mu omo kan kwasi asem yanom the Bible na be protect your ho oh na no ne de omo na omo te power de na de esi en de onyankopon free soro meku omo ene de kwasiafo e de omo ye de onyankopon ono na adum ntie ye wedding me se obia time obeba we say enche obewu and I am not the one going to kill you. It is what you are doing and then be kum me ntimi kunipa ena mem ka kire Ghana ni bia so obo bia tuo anom bekum oboni a wudi no sampai na obogu nkofo bi se nkuom no sampai ni bekum. And that is what we need to tell you people. Na amanfo ma minimu tu kwan e bankran adan a abeifo te se mo jin nkofo ma mi sikedi last me catch you say so your bar kasa Glo mu wie sika na me publishing accounts. If you're a woman na or integrity am publish a Glo accounts ewifo we dia Glo fo sika hwe mo ma e de mo ma e bo jantra na ya ma menom de da fom moa. All right, this is how I open the show today. Mrs. She is also into banking. Mo kasen and saying banking issues by First Africa Savings and Loans. A Glo fo sika no ko tie. Sa bank no oni ni kunu. And say so no more ton bank no so 1.2 billion o say there 1 point oni ni kunu almost sa a Glo sika e no ko tie First Africa Savings and Loans. Mami we. Na mo tete Ghana ya maame no ye di no kura chirma monte. Na nkwasiafo na mo di omuchi won kran. Omo be daadaa mo. Oni ni kunu di a Glo sika ko bie. Omo di akobie bank. Ema na saying issue ba ya ye busa se bank ni wasem amu se sika no we mo banking closure na go so ko jail mami we she was supposed to go to jail and ekufo adomo etwa fa no ho kwasiafo we ni nam Ghana say omo integrity emua we na we mu sintina meko heaven kan yakopon kumintontwene we mu such foolish ingrate we such stupid people we mu ne be na omo so akọ heaven na we mu ade papa be no my wasase we so a ye be di omo chi akọ heaven Afenyi-Dadzie emma bebrebo mo Ghana bra mo bre mami we ka ho o brainwashing ma bebre asel mo life also mo di sika ko di dwara matam sika na bre no won kran sika also mo de kokwan so no matam abra sa abrewa we na one na mbrewafo adantrafo na ye mpese be bom brewa am so no ma medicure no ma pedicure am si ase green ene nam Ghana ye de mpese e benyini na omo ne nkokora adantrafo de da we mu ne be form so go heaven. We need to get serious in this country. We need to get real. Today, as I speak to you, she is an appointee of Ekufuado COVID-19 Trust Fund. When I appointed no, Ekufuado. Now, kwasi afo ojina Independence Square. That daya ma minimum yenuanom. But what time beba?
I'm not PENDREAM TV. Now, so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.